loves! So today we're going to talk about 10 things that I learned in college that I'm still learning. So it's like my junior year in college, and I've learned quite a bit since my freshman year, and I've kind of changed from being like this freshman just starting out trying to figure out her way to like a junior. Like now I know exactly what I want to do, where I want to go, where things are. So let's start with number one. Definitely own your interest. Like, it doesn't matter if you're into playing Pokemon, collecting stamps, doing makeup, whatever it is, own it. Because even though you might think it might be the nerdiest thing ever, own it. Because 9 times out of 10, there's always someone else on campus that loves to do it too. And you can also make your friends that way. Like, my interest is not like, I like to dance, and I mean, here at school we didn't have like a dance club or a dance team, and I met one girl, she really loves to dance, and she was on a dance team, and she's like, hey, let's bring one here to school. So we eventually did, and one of my interests actually formed a friendship as well. So own your interest. Don't be afraid that someone might think it's dumb or stupid, because there's always going to be someone there to think that whatever you like is dumb or stupid, and you have to be comfortable in it and just be like, this is me and I'm going to do what I like to do. Number 2, what I learned is totally geek out. It's okay to be a nerd and live in the library. Like, just don't think that everything that you learned in high school about fitting in and being the it crowd, forget it, because there's no it crowds in college. There's too many people. I'm sorry, no way to burst your bubble, but there's too many people to be an it crowd or popular. Get over it. Totally geek out, because at the end of the day, you're here to learn and get that 4.0 GPA or as close as you can get to it. Totally geek out. Like, it does not matter. It doesn't matter if they're getting an A and they're getting an F and you're getting a C, but you want the A. Don't be afraid to ask questions in class either. If you don't understand something, you better raise your hand and ask your professor, hey, could you repeat that, or I didn't quite get that, or just ask a question. Ask questions. It's okay. If you feel like you're going to be a geek, that's okay. Another thing I learned, number 3, study. In high school, you can have like 3 exams for like math, history, and English, and you'd be like, oh, I have 3 exams today, but I'll be fine. When you get that exam in college, you might be like, oh yeah, I got this in class. When you get this exam, it's totally different. Like, you'll just look at it and it's like, this is not what they taught in class. This is not what I studied. I didn't study at all. So sometimes you might not even know the answer. Sometimes everything in college you need to study for. Tests, exams, quizzes, pop quizzes. Sometimes teachers got pop quizzes and tell you it's a pop quiz the day before. I don't know, some teachers are like that. But you also have to study. As soon as you learn new material, you need to hit those books and study. That also goes out with geeking out. Like, studying and geeking out, listen, it's alright. You hit those books. Another thing that I also learned is don't waste time. Literally, don't waste time. Because in college, you have a lot of time to do nothing. You can go to class all day, be in clubs, and work, and still have a lot of downtime. Take advantage of that downtime. If you have projects to do, get it done. If you have essays to do, get it done. If you have homework to do, get it done. Like, don't waste time, because at the end of the day, if you have like an essay or project and like homework to do all in the same week, and you're looking at the weekend and something is due on Monday, and just like, oh my gosh, like I have an assignment due on Monday, I didn't start it, and now you're freaking out. Don't waste time. As soon as you get something, start it. You don't have to like finish it the same day, but at least start it, so that when you get closer to the due date, you're not freaking out. Another thing that I learned is how to manage time. Time is always there. You have time to do nothing. You have time to study. You have time to hang out with friends. You have time to eat. You have time to hang out, work out, sleep. Literally, you have time to do everything, but you have to manage it right. You can't hang out with friends all the time and then hang out with friends like 18 hours of the day and only have like the rest of the time to like eat and sleep and do homework and stuff like that. No, I learned how to manage time because I had to manage my time between play and work. The two things, sometimes I'd give more work to play, more time to play, and more time to work. Less time to work, excuse me. Ooh. Anyways, but yes, you literally have to manage your time. If you have to work harder to play, if you want to play hard, you better work harder. If you want to play Friday, Saturday, and then sleep on Sunday, Monday through Friday better be your grind time. You better be getting those assignments done during the week. You better be studying during the week so that when Monday comes, you're not stressed out. Another thing that I learned is there's more to college than just parties. Everything that you see in movies about college is completely wrong. You're not in class for 5 minutes and then the rest of the time hanging out with friends and partying. No, it's not like that. Literally, parties are cool. Yeah, you know, it's nice to go out, hang out with friends and go to parties and stuff. But literally, there's so much more. Get involved, join a club, do some community service. Like, college is not just school and partying. It's literally about getting involved within your community. Like, if there's no clubs that you like on campus, go to maybe like your student activities advisor or the person who's in charge of clubs at your school and just be like, hey, I want to start such and such a club. How do I do that? And then they can help you. I mean, sometimes you might need 5 people. Sometimes you might just need 10 people to start a club, and you just might need like advisor, a faculty advisor that's like a teacher or something. It's not hard. Like, literally, to start a club is not hard. You just need to find people with the same interest that would like to do something. So get involved. Don't just sit there and party and throw your whole college career away. You can go to class, make straight A's, and then party your life away. If that's your life, fine, but just get involved with the community. 1, it's good to be involved because you get your name out there. 2, it's great for networking. And 3, it's just really fun sometimes. Just to get involved, you meet new people, and have a great time doing stuff that you love to do. The next thing I learned is everyone is not your friend. Just because they're nice does not mean that they're your friend. I met this one girl, and she doesn't go here anymore, but I met this one girl, and like, we were really nice, we were cool, hanging out all the time my freshman year, like, yeah, we're best friends. Wrong. I ended up hearing her talking so much crap about me that wasn't even true, or like stuff that like I would tell her like in confidence. She'd just go run and tell everyone else, and she didn't even know that I was standing over by the door when she was talking. And that's when I learned not everyone is your friend. Just because they're nice does not mean that you're friends. You choose your friends wisely. Here at school, I have a very small circle, but I'm very friendly with a lot of people. Keep it small, and just because you're in college does not mean you need like a whole wide array of friends. You don't. You can have a wide array of maybe like acquaintances or people you talk to, you hang out with, but you're not like really close-knit friends. All you need, literally, just find yourself that one really good friend in college and you'll be set city. Another thing that I learned, sleep is necessary. Literally, I've gone days where I have not slept because of studying and stuff. You need to sleep because sleep, 1, de-stresses you. 2, everyone feels better after a great sleep. And 3, sleep is sleep. You just need it. I mean, if you don't sleep at night, take some naps during the day, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, hour naps. Or you can take siestas and sleep for like 4 hours out the day, like me. Or just go to bed early instead of going to bed at like 1, 2 o'clock. Try going to bed at midnight or 10 o'clock. Or if you have a 10 o'clock show you don't want to miss, go to bed after at 11 o'clock. I mean, sleep is very important, and sleep is something that you need to function better. And you also get better grades when you sleep too. Just get some sleep, people. Get some sleep. The last thing that I learned, don't room with your best friend. Yes, it's a cliche. Everyone tells you, oh my gosh, don't room with your best friends. Trust me. don't room with your best friend. You might be like, oh no, we're best friends, you know, we're totally cool. No. Like, first of all, rooming with your best friend, some people make it work and then like your best friend for years. Rooming with best friends can be awesome, and it can be like the roommate from hell, because sometimes it might be awesome, you guys communicate well, you're both chill with each other and everything's just puppies and rainbows. Other times you guys will be best friends, but then you might look over into their room and it's a little messy, or they keep leaving dishes in the sink, or they're just a messy person, or they're just really too clean and neat, or they're constantly always on you about something. And then it can cause arguments, and sometimes it can end friendships, and sometimes it can end messy. And it could be like your best friend for like ever, for like 20 years. Well, no, you're not really best friends for 20. You could be if you're a junior and you've known them since birth. But it could be like your best friend for like 5 years, and all of a sudden you're just not friends anymore because you guys just could not live together, and you guys started arguing all the time and starting issues. So I would say if you are best friends and you're going to the same college, I would say be neighbors or live in like close proximity. And then, I mean, it could be like you live with your best friend if you're just always at their house, or like you sleep over for like a week or something. My best friend and I, we met my freshman year, and we lived in 2 different halls, but they were relatively close. Well, 5 minutes walking distance. Relatively close if you were to see my campus. But literally, she would sleep over at my house for like 3 days. I would sleep over at her place for 3 days. And like, it was, people thought I lived with her. Like, people just thought we lived together. I'm just like, no, we're just always together. I would recommend that. And then maybe later on when you're not in school, then, you know, maybe like get an apartment together or something. But those are 10 things that I learned in college. And I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Don't just sit there and watch the videos. Actually subscribe to them. There'll be more.